Morning, everybody. Saigan here, coming at you with a Questers Rest Rant, inspired by my dear old friend Insomnia. It is 1 o'clock in the morning. I cannot sleep. I had like a really good weekend, and for some reason that is preventing me from sleeping at all. So, as many as you can probably tell from my channel, I've been pretty busy lately. That's why Joker 2 has really been the only thing coming up. I'll say it again, there will be more other things down the road. I am going to go back to Monster Hunter 3. It's summer. My kid's not in school. The days off that I have that I used to spend gaming because he was at school, well, I can't do that. I could do that, but I want him to do more than just sit at home watching me game all summer. So my gaming's taken a backseat. But I was at a Magic tournament over the weekend, pre-release for Magic 2014. It was pretty awesome. Well, day one was awesome. Day one was pretty awesome. I'll say awesome a couple more times. It's late, don't judge. I took second on day one. My girlfriend took third after only a week of playing, which is very impressive. Day two did not go nearly as well. I took 9th, she took 11th. Both of us got kind of weird pack pulls. I didn't get anything nearly close to decent creature removal, so I did the best I could. I got three rounds won, 2 rounds lost. I've had worse days. Anyhow, it's still a really good weekend overall. But I came back from it and I saw some messages regarding an earlier comment that I made a couple weeks ago. Somebody had made a complaint regarding Dragon Quest X having a subscription fee. And they did this in a very unintelligible, uneducated manner that used colorful language in the way that an uneducated person would use colorful language. This isn't a simple matter of, well, maybe English is their second language. Okay, well, maybe English is their second language. I'm sure I am a nightmare to listen to in French. But I don't try to color up my language by cursing more than a Tarantino script. That's not a jab at Tarantino. I love Tarantino. But he's a good enough writer that he properly overuses language in a way that makes sense to the characters. Going off and saying, oh, fucking Square Enix because they fucking are money grubbing and always want to charge fucking subscription fees. Mind you, all of this is spelled as poorly as you can possibly imagine. Blah, 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 blah. Anyhow, I got snarky, as I kind of tend to do when faced with people who are being unintelligible. And I inferred that they're acting entitled. Servers cost money. Company's going to have to get money for that server one way or another. They'll either do a subscription model, which is similar to what Japan is running. They might do a freemium model. That'll make some people happy. That'll make some people angry, just like the previous plan. They could go with the Guild Wars 2 model, where the servers are free and you only pay for the initial cost of the game. Okay, cool. A lot of it depends on things that we don't know yet. A lot of it depends on things that Square might not know yet. These are things that is really silly to get angry about so far. And even if you're getting angry in the future regarding a decision, servers cost money. Game development costs money. There's still content being produced for the Japanese version of the game. I'm sorry I haven't been able to show all of it. As I said, I've been busy. These things cost money. In buying the game, you're paying for a good. And getting online, that subscription fee is paying for a service. By desiring these things for free and getting angry if you don't get them for free, yes, that very much, in fact, makes you entitled. You are acting like an entitled person. It's this weird thing. The gaming landscape has changed, so I can't really compare it to the days of cartridges because, DRM wasn't a thing, patches weren't a thing, a slow leak of content wasn't a thing. Really, the only thing I could possibly compare was the Sonic and Knuckles add-on cart. Like, that's the first thing that really comes to mind as far as creation of more content, and even then, that cost as much as a new game anyways. So the developers are still getting the money back for the time and work spent creating a new game, which is how things work. Well, in checking my messages, I got a couple of choice private messages from people stating how I didn't understand, how bad the economy was, and I'm stupid for not realizing not everybody has a credit card, etc., 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 etc. Well, first of all, I know the economy is bad. Everybody knows the economy is bad. The world economy is bad. It's not just an American thing anymore. The economy is bad everywhere because greed and people. That's the only real underlying reasoning for it. It's not a surprise to anybody, and you can't just blame a single situation either. It's the culmination of hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of little issues, and it all comes back to humans and greed. So first of all, don't judge me. To quote Tyler Durden, you don't know where I've been, man. Okay, fine. You don't have a damn credit card. Get a prepaid. Do you have a bank account? Debit. You don't trust banks? Do a federal credit union. Debit. You don't want to go to a federal credit union? You want to hide all your money in a safe? Like I said earlier, prepaid. There's your fucking solution. You don't have a job. I know get one isn't really a valid answer because that's not going to be the situation in most areas where you can just go out and get one, even if it's slow paying. And the landscape has certainly changed as far as job hunting is concerned. I know a lot of people who are far brighter than me, who worked far harder in school and have, degrees that they worked very hard on getting, and they're having trouble finding a job, even at minimum wage. Because we can't hire you because you don't have enough experience, because we won't hire you. It's circular. A lot of people are dealing with that right now. It sucks. I was one of those people who I actually dropped out of college. For a while, I regretted that decision. Mostly because I didn't stick with something. And then eventually I came to the conclusion that I wasn't really going to college for me. I was going to college because that's what society expected me to do. I've never been a fan of the way education works these days. I think that people are just shoving data at students now and saying, here, memorize this, there will be a test later. And that's how we determine how much money our school gets. Education has turned into a business. It's no longer education. And I think that's one of the many problems. So while a lot of people were going to college for 4 years, I was getting 4 years of work experience in the marketplace and working management positions after earning them. And those look great on a resume. And because of the wide variety of jobs that I've worked, that some of them have, sucked. Some of them have been pretty awesome. I have a wide variety of experience. I have a pretty solid resume. And between that and keeping up connections and basically being a decent person to talk to and practicing how to interview properly, I've been able to get a solid career going. And it took a lot of work. Sometimes you got to start from the bottom. Sometimes you can't find work. It sucks. But don't tell me that I don't understand. If you can't find work right now, then maybe you should be working on creating a trade of some kind that you can use to make money. You know, find some way to self-employ yourself. There's plenty of people selling shit on Etsy that I don't understand the appeal of, who are making money. You don't have to work for somebody else to make money. You don't have to be employed by somebody else to make money. The only thing stopping you from being employed and from supporting yourself is really you at, a certain level. Okay, well, you're not talented as a craftsman. Sell services. I'm lazy. Well, there's your problem. Some people are working really hard to find jobs. Some people are working really hard in shit jobs, and I applaud those people. Some people are working really hard to create jobs for themselves. I applaud those people. It's really only the people who are sitting around complaining more than they are creating or putting forth effort that bother me. Shit's bad sometimes. It sucks. Here's some interesting news. I lived out of my car for a little while. I was homeless for a bit. It honestly doesn't even register to me as a negative point in my life. Because you know what I did? Got a job. Got a gym membership so I could use facilities. It took less than a month to recover. It was not that bad. It's just a matter of saying, this sucks, I'm getting back on my feet, let's work towards it. I don't want people telling me how bad they have it. I survived on nothing but rice for a month. That was shit. That was that actually, having a roof over my head and then having nothing to eat but rice was worse than not having a roof over my head and instead eating just fast food. Eating just rice, oh my god. Oh, I got so sick of it just thinking about it now. Like, I couldn't eat rice for a year after that month. It was awful. I'm never, ever doing that again. Well, I certainly hope I never have to. It's the negativity related towards, oh, I have things bad right now, so I should get things for free, that really upsets me. If you don't want to pay for the game, then don't fucking pay for it. If you want to play the game, then expect to pay the costs associated with it. If you do not feel that the costs associated with it are worth the level of enjoyment that you're anticipating to receive from the game, don't buy it. Yelling at Square Enix through my channel isn't going to work. I don't think Square Enix cares about my channel. And yelling at me about the economy certainly isn't going to do a damned thing. You know what really bothers me? Is when people just give up. Why? Life is really hard sometimes, like really, really hard. And some people just give up on stupid things. I mean, like, it's okay to just get upset and, give up for a little while. But don't take too long. Because the longer you're sitting still, the harder it's going to be to get moving again. life is really, really hard sometimes. It's not something that you can sometimes solve in an afternoon. Sometimes it takes weeks, months, years. Sometimes it takes decades. The idea that you're going to get so angry about something as simple as a subscription fee for a fucking service? Really? You're angry enough about a subscription fee, but you can't channel that energy into getting a job or creating a job, like I suggested. That Gurren Lagann wall scroll, that's up there for more than just liking the show. If you're not familiar with the series, I highly recommend watching it. I feel it kind of gets overlooked and misjudged sometimes because the animation is just absurd and the storyline is often absurd and the characters are completely overblown. And it's probably one of the loudest animes I've ever seen, and I typically don't care for loud anime. But there's an underlying theme in the show. And it's a very simple theme of not giving up. Always moving forward, always putting forth the effort, and that, you know, through nobody's energy but your own, you can make anything happen. That's why that poster's up there. Because I earned everything that I have now. And, you know, I've lost things that I didn't deserve to lose, and I've gained things that I didn't deserve to gain. But I can honestly say that most of what I have, I earned it. I earned it and then some. And I earned it through, you know, hard work and support of people who, you know, care for me. Just as I support and care for them when they're going through shit. So don't send me private messages cursing me out, saying I don't understand over a game. That's really it, I guess. It's still really early in the morning, and I have work. I have to be up in 4 hours. So to those of you who are just, you know, privately sending me angry messages, I'm open to debate in a public forum if you can act as intellectuals and you bring forth good talking points regarding the pros and cons of subscription fees. But if you're going to just post hate mail about subscription fees without acknowledging why they might exist, I'm going to make fun of you. I'm going to rip on you as much as I can. Because you clearly do not understand the stance that you have taken. That's what you get for putting your feelings on the internet. I got ripped on regarding my feelings for that Final Fantasy XIV trailer. I'm still calling it a trailer. The people have put forth good reasons why they don't feel it was a trailer, why they feel it was a tech demo. It meets the conditions of a trailer, to the best of my understanding of what a trailer is. I have provided the definition for a trailer. Final Fantasy XIV, hey, it's been looking a lot better since then. Well, money talks. If the fans get the game that they deserved and the game that they thought they were purchasing in the first place, that is wonderful for the fans. I still question how Square Enix is being run. I think actually most fans of JRPGs are questioning how Squeenix is being run. And, you know, most of us will stand by that. Things have been really different since Sakaguchi left. Actually, things have been really different since, like, the PlayStation era. Man, that was the end of an era. People call, like, the 16-bit era the golden days of RPGs. And I think that they forged the way for some amazing PlayStation RPGs. 32-bit era RPGs. I would go so far as to argue, actually, that 32-bit was the high point. Not much higher than 16-bit, mind you. It's close. But, oh, Panzer Dragoon Saga and Grandia, come on. Those were amazing games. Alright, I'm done. I'm probably rambling a lot more than usual, but it's Quester's Rest. You know what you're getting into. Take care, everybody. Have a wonderful evening, morning, day. And remember, Joker 2 stream Thursdays on my Twitch channel, saigancat. Thursday nights, US Eastern, 10 o'clock. I usually run it for 2 hours. Working on Joker 2 right now. When that's done, I'm going to tackle Legacy of the Lost. I adore 99% of you. Good night. Peace. Mwah.